I've been single for so long and don't even know what to talk about on dates. Like, what if the ladies don't want to hear about Susan? Susan, who after returning home from a 14-hour shift, walked into her empty home, shut the door, and locked it. Took a deep breath and looked to her left. As she looked to her left, she saw her bedroom door open and a strange man walk out of it. The man stood about 6 inches taller than her, roughly 6'1", outweighed her by a good 100 pounds, and her fight or flight instinct kicked in the second she saw the blade. And let me tell you that her instinct was flight. But not in the way you think. Susan flew across the room towards the man. You see, that 14-hour shift that she just returned from was her 14-hour shift as an emergency room nurse. Susan was not someone to be trifled with. You see, in the past decade, one of the worst atrocities in this nation is the incredibly steady increase of attacks and assaults on medical personnel. This really saw an increase roughly in the past 10 years. In response to that, Susan began taking self-defense lessons, and she took to it like a fish takes to water. She got so proficient in this that within the first 6 months of her learning, she began teaching other nurses how to defend themselves. And she's been doing this for the past decade. So she lunges at the man who is holding a weapon. No weapon of her own, because Susan is the weapon. She pins the man against the wall, playing the Jason Statham version of Twister. Left elbow rib cage, right hand jugular. He drops the blade immediately under the power of Susan. There were 2 people in that home. Both of them understood 2 things. 1, only one of them was walking out of there. And 2, it was going to be Susan. And as quickly as it began, it was over, and Susan had won. But it does not end there. You may be thinking after she was done, she probably called 911, told them what happened, and they came and picked the guy up. But no. No. That's not what Susan does. Susan searches this man's person for a phone, because she understood this man was hired to do this job. She finds the phone in his pocket, takes it out, hits redial, because she assumes the last person he talked to must be the person that set this up. And that is when she hears her own husband's voice answer the phone, because he set this all up. So Susan, before even calling 911, stopped her own attacker permanently and figured out who hired him. Because that's what Susan does. What if the ladies don't want to hear about Susan?